welcome back to The Price of Business. Bill Napick sitting in for Kevin Price. And now we are always happy to have Charles Alvarez on the phone. Charles, thank you and welcome to the show.
Always good being with you guys.
Exciting. And we know that you are with Cornerstone Business Coaching. Give us a quick word about Cornerstone Business Coaching.
Well, we work with overworked and underpaid entrepreneurs, specifically in the professional service space, to help them free up their time and scale their business. And one of the things that we have with our guests today, which we're so excited about, is in order to develop people, you first have to have them. So we have Elithia today with MK Personnel. Elithia, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Of course. So tell us about your business.
Okay, so MK Personnel is a boutique staffing firm. We've been in Houston for more than 20 years. We work with some great clients, partner with them in finding candidates and filling vacancies in their organization. We have an extremely compelling process. We have a hefty pipeline of the best talent in the city, and we love having fun doing what we do.
So specifically, what type of positions, what type of target markets are you going after for your boutique staffing firm?
Well, originally, our specialty was high-level executive assistants and office administrators. We've done such a great job for our clients that we've been able to be trusted to work on other positions within the organization. So we've been able to really branch out. Now we not only do administrative, but we also work in HR, marketing, IT, accounting, and finance. The beauty of these roles is that skill sets are often transitional into other industries. So we're able to work across industries. So we're not just specific to the energy market, but everything from healthcare to commercial real estate. So we work with a pretty diverse portfolio of Houston companies.
Okay. And what are the major challenges that you find, Elithia, your clients are struggling with at the point that they are now? And what specifically are you doing to alleviate those challenges?
Well, the biggest challenge, what we hear from clients is, how do I make sure that I'm hiring the right person? And even as a business owner, this is something that I often think about when we're hiring and adding to our team. So our main goal is to make sure that our clients get the right person for the role. So we focus on skill set, technical skills, experience, but a huge part of what we do is taking it to the next level and asking the right questions to find out, what is your corporate culture? We want to know what your office environment is like, what kind of person has been successful at this company, what values are important to leadership. And so this is what really helps us establish long-term relationships with these clients and finding the right person.
Indeed.
Can you give us or walk us through an example of how you've done that in the recent past?
Yes, of course. So one of a case study that I'm pretty proud of is that, we've literally helped hundreds of companies in the city over 20 years find the right candidate. I believe our process is extremely compelling in the sense that once I meet with a company and potential client and learn about their values, the skill set they're looking for, the type of person that they want to hire, we go to work immediately. So we're checking our pipeline, putting feelers out. Who do you know? Who is going to be a very strong prospect for this role? We start by having all candidates come to our office for an in-person interview. This is a non-negotiable for us. I want to see how a candidate is presented, what their resume looks like, what type of paper they print the resume out. I want to see how they complete the application, what their penmanship is like. These small details are incredibly important. So when someone comes to our office and meets with us, they do complete an application. We go line by line through their resume. We want to get to know them beyond their resume. What's their personality like? How do you present yourself? How well do you interview? Because interviewing is a skill. It's just like doing an Excel spreadsheet. The more you do it, the more practice you get, the better you're going to get at it. So it's really important. Finally, and this is also extremely important, you need to know what they're looking for in a position in a company. What's going to make you happy to go work each day? And what does that look like to you? And where do you see yourself in 5-10 years? Is it with what kind of company is this like? And so we try to have them paint a picture for us, essentially. And kind of going back to a case study that I did was partnering with the CEO who was looking for an executive assistant after his former assistant had retired after 20 years. This was a partnership. This was really learning the ins and outs of the role, his working style, his communication style, who he wanted outside of his office to essentially be a business partner throughout the day. And it took some trial and error in trying to get candidates, and he pretty much knew instantly when he clicked with someone, but it was definitely a process of getting to know him and finding the right person that was going to represent him in his organization. Well, that ultimately led in use her as a benchmark. I want the rest of my business unit to have candidates like her, work ethic, and in these other various roles. So we were extremely successful in using that candidate as a benchmark, going out and finding others in accounting and in finance and in HR, and really helping build the company's culture that way.
Well, that's awesome. So what would you say, if somebody asks you, okay, there's, last time I looked, there's like 1,200, staffing or, search companies in Houston. When somebody asks you, why should I hire you versus anybody else, what answer would you give that person?
I really love that question because I can be really honest and say we are not the best fit for everyone, and that's okay. We know that there are 1,200 plus other firms in the city, and we want the client to pick the very best partner. We are not a transaction firm. We're not a super high volume firm. Our process is very meticulous in finding the right person, and that takes work on both sides. So if you're a company that really does need bodies in these positions, but we can definitely work super fast. I mean, we can work. We maintain relationships with our candidates while they're not in a job search, right? So we can deliver high quality, exceptional candidates within, a very short period of time. But our clients really consider us a business partner, and let's work together on this. And we're really a relationship firm.
So if somebody wanted to begin the process to learn more about your firm, how would they go about doing that?
Absolutely. We have websites, www.mkpersonnel.com, and have section for both clients and candidates to review our process and to learn about positions that we're currently working on. And, of course, anyone can always email me personally at Elithia@mkpersonnel.com.
Well, Elithia, with the last few seconds here of the segment, tell people what else you'd like them to know about your company.
Well, so we're a firm of very passionate recruiters. We love what we do. We love helping people. It's very, very rewarding. We love to hear clients say, you helped me find the right person, and we love to hear candidates say, I wouldn't have this job if it wasn't for you. So this is a very unique environment, in my opinion, because we're not only helping companies accomplish their mission of finding top-tier client candidates and top-tier talent, but we're also a firm that really loves what we do, and it comes through in our work.
And give people an idea, when you started this business, what is it that you love the most about it? Is it the matching the company and the individual up, or just give us a quick word on that, please?
So I am not the firm's original owner. MK Stalder is the firm's original owner. But she placed me in my first position, and I stayed in that job for 14 years. When I became a hiring manager for that company, MK was the first person and only person that I ever called, because this was a firm that absolutely saved me time, money, and I trusted the fact that, this firm knew exactly what I was looking for. And that says a lot, because there is a lot of competition out there. But, it was important to me as a hiring manager to be selective in my relationships with trusted advisors. And so when I transitioned, it was a very easy decision to make a leap into this industry. It was because I feel like I have already an understanding of what clients are looking for.
Indeed. Once again, MK Personnel. Charles, before we wind up, what else should we know, or what else would you like to ask Elithia?
Well, what I would say is just basically make a comment that, Elithia, you're right. There are 1,200 firms in Houston, but a lot of them are professional resume pushers. And what I have heard from other people that have used you is that you're very meticulous, you're very detailed, and that when MK Personnel brings a candidate to a client's attention, there's a 99% chance that that person is a right fit for that company. So I highly recommend MK Personnel, and if you're looking for the positions that Alithia mentioned earlier, I highly recommend MK Personnel.
No doubt about it.
Thank you, Charles.
MKpersonnel.com. Thank you, Elithia, for being on the show. And Charles, president of Cornerstone Business, you are sponsoring this show, and we appreciate that so much. How can people reach you, Charles?
Best way to reach me is they can learn more by going to cornerstonebusinesscoaching.com, or they can call our main office at 713-530-9764.
Very nice. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. We want to tell you that portions of the show are sponsored by Cornerstone Business Coaching. We thank you for listening. Kevin Price, he'll be back soon. In the meantime, I am Bill Nampick, sitting in for Kevin. Thank you for listening to The Price of Business. Go to thepriceofbusiness.com where you can hear these segments, or usdailyreview.com. And until next time, thank you for listening to The Price of Business.